Let me just Christmas myself up. Very necessary. Oh, isn't this cute? You know I love a headband. It's so cute and festive. If Christmas makes you hyper aware of your skin, don't worry, I've been there too. Remember that you're not being dramatic, you're literally just being a human being. It's very normal. I wanted to film this video today because I have been there too. Sitting at a table, pretending I'm fine, but honestly internally kind of spiraling. Christmas is such a hard time of year anyway, especially, you know, if you don't have the best family, or it can just be really difficult, can't it? So the last thing you need is to preemptively be nervous and worrying about what people are going to say about your skin. So let's dive into today's video, and hopefully you will leave feeling just a little bit more prepared, a little bit lighter, and a little bit better because you're enough exactly as you are. And don't let anyone ever tell you different. So why does Christmas hit so hard for so many of us, especially those, you know, with acne, rosacea, dermatitis, any skin disorder, or if you're just someone that is insecure about your skin just in general anyway, and there's no specific concern, it's just insecurity. At Christmas, obviously, we usually get a lot more photos taken of ourselves, which means we're constantly being exposed, feeling really vulnerable, showing up, probably even when we don't want to actually show up. We are seeing family after some of which we probably haven't seen in a long while. We get a lot more comments that are disguised as concern, and you might even be comparing yourself a lot more to your cousins, to your family, to photos, old photos of you, and you know, makeup might not look how you want it to. The lighting is probably terrible in a lot of places you're going. Mirrors are everywhere. It becomes so hard to avoid how you feel about yourself. Confidence is not thinking that your skin looks amazing. Confidence is feeling safe in your body even when your body doesn't feel safe. But let me caveat this by saying you don't need to manipulate yourself or pretend that you love your skin as it is. Stop the gaslighting. Let's talk about how to deal with family photos and the unnecessary comments that are almost inevitable. So you might be getting family comments like, have you tried this? It looks really sore. Your skin was so good when you were younger. Don't worry, you'll grow out of it. It's really important in moments like this to have a specific perception of the situation. To go in with the understanding of, most of the time these comments are made very sillily, if that's even a word, from people who don't mean to cause harm a lot of the time. Sometimes they do, but a lot of the time they're made from discomfort rather than from them being cruel. And you have to remember that you don't owe anyone an explanation about your appearance, because your appearance is your appearance, not theirs. What gives anybody the right to comment on you, your body and your skin? There is none. No reason at all. So let's talk about a few responses that you can kind of tuck in your tool belt to use on the days that you need them. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Alright, so let's talk about some of my go-to responses for me personally. I'm a girlie that struggled with acne as a teenager and an adult. I've heard a lot of the comments too, and they made me feel absolutely rubbish and really this big. So girl, I get it. Not fun, not fun. So these are the replies in my tool belt that I'm sharing with you to tuck in yours. Don't know where that expression came from. It's weird. We're gonna roll with it anyway. Alright, so number one is, I'm actually already taking care of it. Thank you so much. Simple as, I'm already taking care of it. Thanks. We love it. Number two, I'm actually okay with where I'm at right now. What can they say to that? What can they actually say to that? You've just said, well, I love myself enough right now anyway. It's basically what you've just said. Are they going to be like, well, you can't? No, they can't say that. Number three, change the conversation. So You know, if you're at a family meal, have you tried this? Have you tried this dip? Have you tried the carrots? Oh, the carrots are so lovely. They're really tasty. Change the conversation. And number 4, say nothing at all. No response is still a response. And also just kind of remember, nobody can make you feel bad about yourself without your permission. If you work on feeling better about yourself, one day you will. So, back of the brain, that one. If someone asks for photos, here are some responses for dealing with that. First of all, you're allowed to say no. Might not go down very well, but you are allowed to say no. No, thank you. I don't want to be in the photos today. I'm going to the bathroom. Take them without me. You are allowed to be in control of the angles and the lighting. Take control of the situation. Be the one in control. And then they should be on your phone, right? You're allowed to delete photos. You're allowed to delete photos anyway, but it's much easier when you're in control anyway. You are not obligated to document your body for other people's nostalgia. Ironically, one of the only photos of me with acne as a teenager is one from a family gathering, because I wasn't that confident in saying no thank you. And I didn't keep or take any other photos because I was so insecure in my skin, and this was before it got worse as well. So literally one of the only ever photos I've got of myself in acne is from a family gathering. So girl, I really understand. Not fun. Not fun. Let's talk about being perceived. Being seen is kind of hard anyway when you feel really anxious in yourself and your skin, especially when you feel really unsafe in your skin. So I want you to know that that doesn't actually make you weak. That makes you like literally a human being. Like, if things are hard, right? Nobody gets to decide that for you. And it just means that your nervous system remembers things. I spent probably a decade of my life dealing with the bullying I had as a teenager from having acne, and that caused me to have skin dysmorphia. To this day, it's not as bad this year. I really doubled down on it and worked hard on myself and how I felt about myself to overcome a lot of that. But that doesn't mean there's days when I still don't revert and feel horrible about my skin, because progress isn't linear. Like, you have to have compassion for yourself in every stage of yourself. So please know that there's nothing wrong with you. You've been through hard experiences. You've been through things that make you feel small. You've been through things that make you feel insecure. There is nothing wrong with you. There never has been. You just have to take back your power of the situation, and you have to give yourself the love and validation first, because then everybody else's voices become a lot quieter when yours is a lot louder. So how to actually feel more confident in your skin. First thing to do is actually regulate yourself. So this can look at breathing techniques, doing some EFT. This can look at just holding a warm drink, having a warm drink. Any way in which you can support yourself to make it just a tiny littlest bit easier, do it. Have a think, write some things down. How can I feel better in this situation? What would make me feel better? Number 2 is choosing one safe thing. This could be an outfit, this could be makeup that you really like, something that already makes you feel confident. Look into that. What makes you feel confident? For me, it's always hair bows, right? It could be jewellery for you, it could be a lip colour, it could be your perfume, whatever it is, do that thing. We're looking for small wins here. Number 3, lower the standard you have for yourself. Stop aiming for perfection and just validate yourself as you are right now. You don't need to glow, you just need to exist. Existing is enough. Number 4, ground yourself, right? And this doesn't just mean go put your feet in some grass. It can do. Just come back to the reality of the situation. Your skin right now is temporary as it is. Your life is bigger than the season that you're in. Life shifts and changes and evolves. Inevitably, this moment in time is going to pass. Regardless of what you face today, regardless of what you face tomorrow, there will be more days. More days for your skin to improve, more days for you to feel better about yourself. There is always more days. It's time that we reclaim Christmas, because it's horrible growing older and older and carrying that feeling of insecurity and regret every time it comes around. Christmas as a child was something that was so, fun and exciting, and it was nice when family was coming around at one point, but it's shifted into something that feels terrifying. So it's time that we reclaim what our Christmases look like for us. Christmas isn't a test that you have to pass or fail. You're allowed to enjoy moments while you're healing. Stop trying to punish yourself. And remember that confidence grows when you stop postponing your life. It grows from exposure. The more you grow in uncomfortability, the more you force yourself into uncomfortable situations, the more that you will feel better in the long run. It's hard when you're living it, but it actually just makes you stronger. Your skin doesn't need to be pristine, doesn't need to be clear, doesn't need to be healed in order for you to have a seat at the table. You've got this, you really do. I'm rooting for you. I know it's such a hard time of year, but hopefully you can take one thing away from this video, is that you're enough exactly as you are, you're beautiful exactly as you are, your skin does not define you, doesn't define your worth. You are perfect and enough and beautiful enough already in this exact moment. Please choose that for yourself today. Let me know how it goes in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Tabby, I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have the most beautiful, happy, incredible Christmas. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!